Cool to see him repping, for sure. Repping his boys.
Yeah.
Got the jersey on.
Got Mr. E in Smash 4, sponsored by the same team.
Right.
So it looks like they're making some moves into Smash.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And yep, like we're talking about Peach Ditto. Going to be interesting to see. We got to see JAMRUN play a little bit in the Peach Ditto during Cruise, and he seemed like he was very, very competent. And Bladewise actually has a Peach in his own region that he used to practice with quite a bit. So I know he's also quite good at the Ditto as well.
Yeah, JAMRUN also had a pretty solid showing against Moki yesterday and what could have been his run into Winner's Top 8.
Right.
But instead, still making it here to Sunday. He's going to be the pink Peach, of course, Bladewise with blue.
Yeah, yeah, with the will to win tag. Okay.
Just going to trap him in the corner, try to land on him with these aerials. Peach is so scary with that corner pressure, especially when your shield starts to melt. That down smash will just whisk you away. For sure,
yeah. You're going to see a lot of turnips here just for positioning and whatnot, especially offstage edge guards. A really good forward air from Bladewise there.
JAMRUN just trying to stall out Bladewise's offense here. Float as long as he can. He still has the float, I believe. Yeah, just going to use it by the edge.
Yep.
Maybe down air, but barely, or still unable to get back on the stage. Bladewise trapping him with the forward air. You're going to see a lot of that coming off the edge. Peach is fairly weak due to her slow double jump.
Right. Yeah, and both these players know how Peach wants to recover. That was a stitch.
It was, and he just threw it.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, so the recovery here is so difficult. And he gets a beam sword. Bladewise starting off real strong. We see a little smirk from him, a little smirk.
Best RNG in Melee.
Oh my god.
In case you're wondering how he stayed top 30 for so long.
Oh man.
Okay, JAMRUN just trying to reestablish his comeback here. Finally putting him past that 100% threshold. Not quite going to see the forward air or forward throw kill yet, but if he can corner him just like Bladewise did on the first stock, forward air, of course, will wipe him off the board.
Yep.
Not from center stage, though. Peach so able to survive. Pretty decent weight.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, a lot of this is, they're not going to be able to edge guard each other really well without like a hard read. And because they're so familiar what they want to recover with, that we're going to be seeing a lot of that.
Yeah, I feel like edge traps would be a lot better. Just let Peach get back to the edge and then let her suffer. Again, with the slow jump, you could just use the forward air of your own. It's almost like she counters herself so hard at the edge because of that.
Yeah, yeah. Cool, both players just trying to get back in center stage. JAMRUN is doing a really good job just staying grounded and centered, and he will take that forward air. That forward air, when you're in the middle of the stage, covers so much. It's really hard for Peach to get in there. You kind of just have to respect it and let it go. Maybe pull a turnip of your own.
Yeah, also because it's got a lot of active frames and you can float during it, you can like hit where they are and cover the roll simultaneously sometimes.
Right.
But JAMRUN taking quite a beating in the process of getting the stock off Bladewise here. Still so close to death. Weak Nair not going to do it, of course.
Yeah, and comebacks are really hard to mount in matchups like this. So having a lead of one stock is actually quite a big lead, because you'd have to lose neutral like 3 or 4 times to kind of remake that. Yeah, Bladewise is not going to let that happen with how consistent he plays.
One stock is only not a lead when you're playing fast ballers. But in a Peach Ditto, of course, it's going to just be that long grind, trying to make the approach with a character who isn't exactly built for that.
Right. Ooh.
A little late on the down smash, or he was too high up when he did the back air.
Yeah, and he got the power shield too, so.
Yep. Okay, Bladewise just extending this lead progressively, not in a rush to get any damage dealt here.
And there's the slight weights that you see from Bladewise also helps out a lot. He got that forward air just because he was just kind of staying on top of the shield like that again, just waiting for a roll, waiting for a spot dodge or whatnot.
Yeah, it seems like Bladewise is just sniffing out these escape options from JAMRUN. Even if it's not a roll or a dodge, he read him just trying to go over him too to reclaim center.
Right. There's only so many things Peach can do to get out of there. And a Mr. Saturn. We're seeing all sorts of RNG right now.
All we need is a bomb, and then we're done. We made the full rotation.
Got everything. Mr. Saturn, super good on shield, not the greatest when you just hit normally.
Yeah, you saw him go nowhere at 130.
Yeah. Ooh, nice turnip.
Yeah, it's going to take his float, and now let's see what JAMRUN has for the up B.
Yeah, the idea is that you want to throw the turnip up and hope that they come down towards you, so you're covering a lot of space that way, but just taking the turnip sometimes is not that bad. You just start floating in.
Saw JAMRUN going for the up air kill there. I think that's low-key one of the best ways to take a stock in Peach Dittos. She'll die so early off the top.
Right.
Worst case scenario, you'll probably trade with 1 hit of down air.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, for sure. And again, Bladewise is just really adding on to this lead. Getting another 100% before he takes the stock out is really good. Now he can just probably forward air with not the best DI and KO him. Even just knocking him off with neutral air and back air is also really good.
I'm not too surprised that Peach's forward throw killed cross stage there. I mean, he was
Right.
at like 180 after the hit, but still, that is a strong throw.
For sure.
And we're seeing JAMRUN approach the percents where that's going to take him out too. Bladewise now looking for these up airs. There we go.
Yeah. Peach not the greatest when they are falling down like that. You can only really threaten with like down air, so you're trying to weave in and out, and Bladewise's just ready.
Yeah, you just got to wait out that float, and once you see they have no time left, start swinging.
For sure. Ooh. Again, this is the secondary option. He knows that he can't get. He's anticipating the smash DI off the down air and tries to get the forward air afterwards. So much percent from Bladewise.
Yeah, unrelenting with this pressure. Catches the roll in with a wave dash back or float land back down smash.
That is the Bladewise classic. He loves sniffing out jumps when you're in the corner. I've been hit by that so many times.
Because you think you're so smart for not rolling.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'll just go over him, and Bladewise is like, nah, man.
No. Oh!
Okay, small brain plays. Bladewise, though, of course, such a wise player.
Yeah.
I was going to say that anyway, but yeah. He's not going to just crumble because he SD'd or got hedgehogged.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he smiled it off too when it happened. He knows that it was like mostly his mistake and good timing on JAMRUN's part, but just that lead, even like 100 or 20%, is still such a big lead for Peach to do. You don't see low percent kills like we saw that.
Yeah, she's not going to run that huge comeback on you, most likely.
Most likely.
Of course, anyone could pull out that X factor at any time, so can't count your opponent out, but it's going to be final destination for the second game here. Not sure what JAMRUN's rationale is. Maybe he likes the stage personally. Maybe he just needed a change of scenery or felt like the platforms were a little bit too much to give Bladewise in that last match. But either way, it's working out for him. Pretty clean start so far.
Yeah. JAMRUN was really solid at keeping center stage, and I think that might be a little bit better here because there's less platforms to run around. And from there, it's more linear what's going to happen in terms of the neutral game. And he's really reading where Bladewise wants to come in, and he's just content keeping center stage and waiting for Bladewise to come in.
Yeah, JAMRUN just limiting those landing options for Peach too. And we saw he was the first to start throwing the up airs out from underneath Bladewise, right? Like he didn't get a kill off of it, and Bladewise did, but you can still see that it's in JAMRUN's playbook, and it's something he's trying to do. Nair out of shield though, gonna say, hey man, all that pressure you're bringing, I don't want to hear any of it.
Yeah, really fast out of shield option. Bladewise really loves doing that, the forward air on shield and then doing the down smash right after. It's actually such a good option versus the shield.
Yeah, especially on a character like Peach, who can't really just wave dash out of shield for an easy punish.
Right.
Of course you can float, so gotta make sure you're not throwing it out too much.
Yeah. Sometimes you see Bladewise actually doing up B out of shield to get out of positions like that, which is pretty fast for Peach.
Yeah, surprisingly good out of shield option as well. Of course, she has so many of those, right? You've got most notably Nair, but it is dangerous to touch this character's shield.
Ooh, and there's an interesting mix-up that Peach has where where you throw in the air looks like the animation of forward air. So sometimes you can trick up your opponent by they're not really sure what you're doing. So that's how you got that forward air that got him to stock previously.
That's pretty genius. The float and then unfloat just in time to throw the turnip since you can't do it while floating.
Right.
That's a solid mix-up. JAMRUN now his turn for this corner pressure. Catching Bladewise reaching with the dash attack.
Okay. Forward throw, get position.
All right, we're just about at that up air kill range. Maybe a couple more percent depending on how high he hits him. And Bladewise playing from behind at this point. Not something we've seen yet in the set, so.
But he's really good about getting out of the corner. Like that time, he just really bided his time and then did neutral air, and then he was like, okay, I got a hit. I'm just going to run back in.
Yeah, I think that kind of echoes his own corner pressure game, right? Where he's anticipating you to think of the next option other than a brain dead roll.
Right.
So he's going to employ the same strategies for himself.
And he's kind of making this comeback, man. Getting 60. Oh, and he gets the stitch.
Another one.
Yikes.
Only a small semblance of a shield at that point, but I think JAMRUN's just going to run it off, recover some shield energy, throw turnips. Wow, that rare dash throw.
Yeah. And again, just having the turnip, you think you're going to throw, and then you're not ready with forward air sometimes. Ooh, that's juicy. Getting 40% like that in the Peach Ditto.
Yeah, bear for a bear, too, from JAMRUN.
Right. Staying outside forward air ranges. So tricky. Gets the dot eyes. He got a stitch now.
All right, finally JAMRUN getting blessed by some RNG. He also got the Saturn, though.
Yeah. Bladewise tries to catch it. You saw that neutral air, but it's kind of scary when you miss the catch. And you're just throwing out aerials.
Some great DI from JAMRUN, staying alive here.
Yeah, going really high up. The turnip could not even reach him. Smash DIing out of the down air, so it doesn't get the neutral air.
Oh, and off the top with forward throw. Maybe if he had DI'd a little bit more out, he actually would have survived. But still a risky play. You don't want to DI Peach's forward throw toward the direction she's sending you.
Yeah, that diagonal corner of the stage. Best parts to DI.
Either way, JAMRUN still maintaining a little bit of a lead here. Trying to force Bladewise into the corner, but he's playing that ambiguous, like 1/3 ground between corner and center where he seems to feel so comfortable.
Oh, and he wave dashes way too far off. It looked like he wanted to just grab the ledge there and then start an edge guard. But slowly but surely, Bladewise is actually closing this out. There was a good 120% lead that JAMRUN had. And like we were saying before, it's just so hard to make comebacks like this. So well earned.
You see how aware Bladewise is of all the little recovery tricks JAMRUN's trying to employ here. He's done them all. He's seen them all.
Yeah.
And now it's just time to run the process, execute.
That was a really good mix-up. He's been doing forward air and then either doing jab or down smash on shield. That time he just goes right into a grab.
Yeah, those mix-ups, man. Peach so intimidating coming down from the skies.
Yeah.
You want to hold that shield button and not eat one of those nasty aerials, but that just allows her to, even with her low falling speed, get tomahawk mix-ups or empty float mix-ups.
Right. Oh, okay. Dash attack will not KO and allows Bladewise to get back on the ground. Oh.
Sour up smash, just so weak, but man, when you do land that hitbox, it feels great.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to see some of that in this Peach Ditto. I don't know how likely it is, but it'll kill her so early. And there we go. JAMRUN holding onto this lead ever so slightly. Can't corner himself, though, because even forward throw is going to kill him now.
Yeah. Ooh, see, he's trying the jump reads as well, but it's just so difficult if your opponent knows what you're going for.
And such a seasoned player like Bladewise. Again, he's been around the block, seen and done all the mix-ups in this matchup.
Yeah. Really good roll from JAMRUN out of the first jab that Bladewise did.
So unfortunate, man. JAMRUN earned that hit, but of course, a crouch-canceling Peach you can never feel too safe against.
Yeah. What a grab. He was doing down air and floating through the other side of the shield, but Peach got some arms.
That looked like a Marth grab right there.
It kind of did.
Even behind me, I still have better grab range than half the cast.
Ooh, those dash attacks are really good. It has a slight anti-air property, so he can get Peach while she's landing like that. Another Mr. Saturn. Oh!
Oh, can't be blocking around that guy, but let's see, man. We were talking about the grind that this matchup requires to make a comeback. Never mind.
Yeah, JAMRUN really did well that last particular stock. He cornered Bladewise a few times on the right side and then just gained so much percent from Bladewise falling down. Dash attacks also were really smart to keep Bladewise in the air for a little bit longer. Good stuff to JAMRUN.
She kind of shrinks down a little bit too. Almost like Marth during his own dash attack where he low profiles.
Right. And Yoshi's kind of opposites in a lot of ways to the FD pick that we saw from JAMRUN.
Yeah, so maybe Bladewise just thinking if he likes the big open stage, let me take him to the enclosed one with the platforms.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll make him feel like he's out of his comfort zone.
Honestly, Bladewise is actually a really scrappy player. He loves the close quarter situations, and he's really, really confident in those.
Yeah, man, I have to say, the most impressive part to me of his playstyle is the corner pressure, and this stage, half of it is a corner.
Yeah. Yeah. And on the flip end, JAMRUN really likes keeping center stage on all the stages he's at. Particularly saw that on FD. So it'll be a little bit easier for Bladewise to close the distance if he finds himself in a position like that on Yoshi's.
Now we're going to see JAMRUN back on the chase. Much like game one where Bladewise was ahead in the early stages. Oh, no punish on the down smash. You can see he tried to do something, but just got the shield release instead.
Yeah. Ooh, so many hits from Bladewise, just floating back airs twice, gets neutral air too.
Yeah, cutting off all those escape routes, and another drop punish on the down smash. Not too easy to punish with Peach, it seems.
It's really not, especially when you have the forward air starting like that. You have so much, your shield is just dwindled so much that you're just like feeling like you want to get out of there, and you don't want to accidentally get shield poke and whatnot.
All right, JAMRUN now his turn to trap Bladewise. Gonna knock him back off, reset this edge guard.
Oh.
Ooh, you see him reaching.
Just barely.
And a cross stage nair. Definitely suboptimal DI there from Bladewise, but that just means JAMRUN caught him off guard, and props him for that. Okay, JAMRUN trying to make his way back to the center again. Bladewise so dangerous when he has his opponent back into the corner. Really feel like that's the central theme of this set here. For sure. Man, and both players are so privy to when the other Peach can get out of their combos, because Peach is gonna try to neutral air as soon as she can. Yeah. And they're both really aware. We saw JAMRUN like shielding right away after his attack option. Yeah, it's just like fighting a Luigi, for example. You know they're gonna be mashing that A button. instead of trying to extend a combo that's not there, just go back to the ground, shield, punish it out of shield, whiff punish it, find some other answer.
For sure, for sure. Oh, what a read on the roll away. I like that. Just following him with the grab.
You saw JAMRUN got up and managed to block,
Yeah.
but he second-guessed himself, dropped it, tried to press a button, and got smacked. Oh, there we go. Turn up to fair, but not enough, even on the small boundaries of Yoshi's.
That was amazing DI for Bladewise.
Yeah, making up for that ugly nair that he died to earlier, right?
He's learning.
I like that slick single hit of down air on the way down from JAMRUN, keeping himself in it for another minute.
And again, just a lot of percent from Bladewise on JAMRUN right now.
Yeah, he knows he can just play this weird game where it looks like he's in a bad spot, floating above him on the side platforms, but it's just enticing JAMRUN to come at him. Then he can cancel his float at whatever time he wants and either return to a safe position or just hit JAMRUN for trying.
Oh, it's a scary position. It's not like Peach is going to get gimped, but you don't want to eat all that percent right at the corner there. Nice. Not really much JAMRUN could have done in that position because he was already in his parasol and couldn't go any higher. Had to go down the ledge. Bladewise caught that with the back air.
Just so tough to make a comeback like this, especially against Bladewise, who's not being too aggressive.
No.
Not hasty at all.
A lot of respect for JAMRUN.
Yeah, that's part of the picture, man. You gotta give all your opponents grand finals levels of respect,
Oh, for sure.
or else you are gonna have a silly comeback happen.
Yeah, JAMRUN's good. Don't want to give him even an inch.
3-0 Prince of Boot, man.
Yeah, yeah, not an easy thing, especially in that matchup. Nice. The shield pressure from Bladewise has been really good. He always has like a different option each time he's hitting the shield.
Yeah, and that's so crucial because, again, you know, Peach in the air, you want to put that shield up.
Right. Oh, wow, just falls down on him. That was a very interesting mix-up. It looked like JAMRUN was waiting for a float to come out and then punishing whatever would come after that, or he's waiting for a down air. And Bladewise was like, no, just here's a neutral air for you.
Yeah, I've got those. You got an early stock with it, I'll take one too. And you really feel the grind taking its toll on JAMRUN, right? Even after just the first stock, it's an uphill battle.
For sure. Yeah, a lot of matchups like this where it's a floaty versus a floaty, it just becomes like such a war and attrition to where it's just like you have to be so patient and consistent for so long that losing each game after playing like a 4 or 5 minute game can just feel so brutal.
Oh, a Stitch for JAMRUN this time, but not going to get any reward off of it. I don't think we've seen a single hit from Stitch, even on shield.
Yeah, even though we've had like 4.
Yeah. I just want to see a Mr. Saturn shield break. That would make my day.
Down smash into Mr. Saturn.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
I feel like so much of this matchup is just dictated by the first stock, though. If they get, say, another 50 after that,
yeah,
they're really struggling to come back. And Bladewise looking to do exactly that. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Just fakes him out.
Yeah. No, it's very true, because if you get the first stock, then you can kind of dictate the pace. They have to come at you, and you can control stage a lot better. So that's quite important in a matchup like this.
Peach, a character with much better anti-approach options than approach options.
Right.
So you really see her suffer in that kind of situation against herself. Just gonna pluck the turnip and throw it right at him. Bladewise, the absolute madman.
Yeah, dude. Bladewise is aggro sometimes. I like it. Great DI from JAMRUN, though. 140%.
I don't feel like either of these guys are particularly campy or passive. They're just kind of balanced play.
For sure, for sure. You'll see some of these games go on for like 4 or 5 minutes, but it's not because they're campy or anything. And a great dash dance grab from Bladewise to get that stock.
Yeah, can we talk about that for a second?
This guy's nuts. It's nuts. Ooh, dot eyes actually giving so much stun on shield that it allowed that second hit to hit.
Okay, pretty much a dead even game though.
Oof. Almost the shield poke there. I love how Bladewise waits after the down airs to see what JAMRUN is doing.
I also like that preemptive attempt at a roll read from JAMRUN, but just didn't pull the trigger on it. Bladewise, man, he's so ready to anticipate where Peach is going to try to float and keep corner pressuring him with the fair that he just gets the whiff punish on it himself. Showing his years of experience.
Ooh, really aggro turnip from JAMRUN. I like that.
That was cute. Got the nair off it too. Okay. dares into jab. Obviously not too meaningful of a conversion, but cute nonetheless, and you got to get every single percent you can.
For sure, because you're building up to a position like this. If you had like even 10 more percent, that forward throw might have killed.
Exactly. Both of them just farming.
Yeah, they're very content. They're like, oh, it's a little break. Let's both pull out turnips.
I didn't know this was Harvest Moon 2018.
Farmville?
Yeah, of course.
Farmville? Yeah. Ooh.
All right, here we go. JAMRUN.
Oh, he's got a stitch face.
Yeah,
Oh.
and a stock lead.
Oh, and
this could be huge.
That's where the forward air is so tricky because you think he's throwing it, and then the forward air is still really good on shield. Oh, he's going to grab it. Oh, what a reversal of fortune.
A twist of fate here.
But he doesn't have that much. It's going to disappear pretty soon after he throws it. Oh, there. Yeah. So kind of have to keep that in mind, too, for how long the stitch face has been out.
And now we're on the actual Farmville. I hear that you have a higher chance of pulling a stitch face on the grass stage.
There's more potent soil.
Yes, exactly. All right. Oh, Bladewise stuck on the platform. JAMRUN not capitalizing, though. Instead, just opting to go into the battle with the turnip in hand.
Yeah, and you saw that because he had the turnip in hand, it kind of knocked Bladewise away even though he got that hit.
Bear out of shield, just covering himself. Wow, the get-up attack to fend him off. I like that because, again, Peach, a character that struggles getting off of the edge. Sometimes they're not expecting just a quick hitbox from the sub-100 get-up attack.
Ooh, just runs in there and grabs. For how defensive they're playing, Bladewise will occasionally throw in a really offensive kind of strat with either throwing a turnip right in his face or grabbing in that position, and it can really throw you off.
Yeah, I feel like they're being careful but opportunistic. As soon as they sense that one opening, they're going to go for it. But JAMRUN tossing that stock.
Oh, no, that's a big deal. They were both at 100%. It was going to be at least 2 or 3 more hits. Oh, great parasol to get out of that.
See how much this deters JAMRUN's chances of making a Game 5 happen. Still got all the positioning in the world. No float left on Bladewise. Forced into the parasol.
Yeah.
Just got to land one clean hit. What kind of mix-up do you have? A good enough one.
Oh, that's so good. Staying right outside the forward air range and then getting back in is so tricky. But JAMRUN will close out that stock anyway, and we're in that stock position.
Yeah, not even taking a single percent in the process. First couple of hits are going to matter a lot. Bladewise with the less stale forward air taking the lead.
Oh my God, through the transformations, he did not care.
He sensed the fear. I feel like as the terrain's changing, block is a pretty reasonable expectation for your opponent.
Right.
And Bladewise, man, really just so smart, so aware of the little intricacies of not just Peach or the Ditto, but the whole game.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they're going to block as they're landing on the ground. How do you know that? The intuition.
The years and years of experience has taught him. During this particular transformation, he will shield.
JAMRUN down 30, which isn't too much on paper, but again, feeling the grind of this matchup, it's gonna wear away at JAMRUN's patience.
Yeah, I mean, JAMRUN is like pretty close to kill percent. Yeah.
Oh, enough to die off the top to neutral air out of shield too.
Right. Yeah, that 30-40% matters so much in last stock situations because then neutral air out of shield, as we saw, is so much more